This is Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. So I'm going to take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at the Nasdaq chart. And I'm going to show you what I showed you this morning, and we'll see how that shaked out. And then we'll take a look at a couple different charts on NVDA. Okay, this video is for information only, not a recommendation to buy any stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, there we have the old Nasdaq. Now, again, if you watched my video this morning, I said we had two key levels here of support. One was this 200-day, and look at that, okay? Where did it go? Right to it, okay? Now, if that is lost here, this is your next key level. It's going to be that 50-day, okay? Because look how nice it held it right there, see? Held it right there. And again, if it holds it here, that would be a nice good turn, and we could take this right back up again. But see, this is why you trade the charts, because you know exactly where it is going, and look how nice that is, okay? She's a beaut, Clark, a real beaut. Okay, let's take a look here now at NVDA. Okay, first I want to show you a chart here with the old trend lines going, okay? So now you can see here where we just had that lower high situation, fell right down yesterday, and then we held this trend line. See where this trend line is? All the way from the bottom here. Went up to this candle here, and then wait to look at that. Look how nice that held here so far today, okay? Now, if this is lost, then we'll come right down here. That's going to be that 96 level. I'll show you on the other chart. But if you ever want to take a look here with the chart with trend line, just go to finviz.com. It's all right there. You punch in anything that you want. Very, very nice system. But it gives you the whole skinny of exactly what I was talking about, where you have this low, lower low, lower low, lower low, and then we had that huge rally, but you notice that it couldn't break that upper trend line on a closing basis, and she came right on down. But we're holding this bottom trend line, so now we're going to be looking for the upside, possibly that 21 simple moving average. Okay, let's take a look here at another set of charts. Okay, here we have NVIDIA, your daily and your weekly. Now, what I was looking for this morning was that 113.01. Obviously, it did not get there. But what we did is we look at the bottom today. You had 116.40, okay? So basically what I do is just look to the left of the chart here. What do we have here? 116.25, okay? So this is why you want to put these blue lines are just price channels. So when it comes down, it just leaves that mark across. So that's what we're looking for so far. That is holding it. It was a really nice scalp. I still got the scalp going, okay? Very, very nice. So I was looking for this 113. It just didn't quite make it. Now, again, if that is lost here, then what we can do is you got a lot of support levels here. You can come all the way down to this 100 level here. Okay, you got like a 107 level, and you can come all the way down to this 90.69 level very, very easily. Okay, but again, so far we're holding that key price channel, and we're holding this candlestick right here. That's what we're looking for at that 116.25 level. Now you can see where we have this bounce up, but this is what we're looking for on the upside. If it keeps rallying, it's going to be this 200-day. Now, if it gets up there, this is going to be a brick wall. Now, just remember, what you got here, it isn't buy the dip and go huge long. It's basically buy the dip and sell that resistance, okay? So you want to sell on these rips here. That's the key what's going on here right now until we get another couple of weeks here in March, and then we can see how this all shakes out here. But on the upside here, what you're just watching is we're going to be watching the top of this candle here today, 123.70. We want to look to the bottom of this candle, 124.44, and then we want to watch right there, 126.72, and then we can come right there to that 21-day at 129.46. You have your 8-day above that, which is rolling, and then we have your 50-day at 133. But right now here, what we do is we want to sell these rips every time they comes up here, right there until that we get to that 200-day, 126.72, and then you want to sell into that. Now, again, if it closes back above that, you can always buy it back up here, and we can take it higher. But usually this will sell right in here after we had this huge drop. You usually just get yourself a nice relief rally. Now, if we look here on the weekly chart, okay, we came down lower here on this, but we notice that we are above this 50-day at 120.90. That's going to be very, very key. If that's lost, obviously you come down to this 113.01 level. Then we can just bring these price channels right across here. See how nice that works, okay? 195. Then we come right here at 90.69 level, and we just keep following the channels all the way on down. These are all your support levels. But as long as we're holding this 50-day, we're doing good, because now we can try to run it up here towards the 8 and maybe even possibly that 21-day on a weekly basis. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we had Bitcoin. Really nice short, okay? Now, short is long gone. Took a long here on the IBIT. The reason I did is because I've been pointing out this here for, I don't know, a couple months here now. This gap in this fill and this 200 SMA. Okay, so we went below this gap, okay, at that 86.70, and we're looking here for the top of this candle right there at that 76.25. That's your fill, and obviously today we have held that, okay, and that's always good. That is a 78.675. Now, when I say the gap and the fill, a lot of times it doesn't have to get like right there, but this provides good support if once your price channels and your simple moving average are lost. Then you want to go to these gaps in these fill situations. But it blew through that, but it didn't fill the gap, but you came pretty damn close there to it where you could take a nice trade, and then she's rallying up here nice. Now we have what they call just a bottoming tail here. So what we're looking for is obviously is today's high. Look at 85.530, and then we're going to look through yesterday's high. You're going to be looking at 87.015, and then we're going to start looking at that 100-day 89.639, and then we got to see what the reaction is once it gets there. If you can get above that, we have that 8-day at 96.94, and then always forget we have another gap up here, okay, 92.755, and look at the bottom of this candle, 93.570. Your gap, your fill, and then we have your 21-day at 95.485. But what you really have to worry about on this here is basically that 100-day. What is the reaction if and when it gets there? Okay. Now downside, we want to watch this price channel right here. Okay. That 82.185. That's going to be very, very key on a closing basis. If that's lost, what we're going to do is we're going to come right down to today's low at that 78.675, and then we're going to come over to this, fill this area right here, 76.225, and then we have the big boy down here, that 200-day at 76.316. So far, we're holding it. We have a bottoming tail in here. This could be a very, very nice reversal candle. So let's just see how this all shakes out. But you look at the RSI, see how oversold that it got here. Same way with the MACD. So now we're sitting, there's no divergence, but we're just sitting at the bottom here where a relief rally is very, very much intact. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natty gas. Okay, crude oil, I still got the short going on here unless we close above this key 8 SMA here, okay? So there's really not much here. Now remember, the rig count will be at 1 p.m. today, but it's not really a market mover. It's just information, okay? So what you want to do on the upside is, this is what you're watching, is that 70.46. Very, very key. And then we'll come to the top of this candle here, 70.94. And then we're going to run right into that 21-day at 71.40. And then we have that 100-day at, let's see here, 71.43 here level. So this is looking, there's nothing bullish about this chart at all. But if you can get above that, then we have that 72.57 and 73.83. It's going to take a big catalyst here to get this here running. Right now, I just don't see it. And then you look at this chart, okay, high, lower high, lower high. See how that's trending on down? That's not a good look. Okay, now on the downside here, well, what we're looking for is today's low. You're looking at that 69.14 level. We'll come down to the bottom here at 68.61, and then that retest there of 68.36. So right now, when we're below that 8-day, we have basically sideways to down kind of an action, and that's exactly what has happened. Now, we're getting here a little bit right here on your MACD, like on the oversold side. But you only got 42. This can go much, much lower. And I think eventually you're going to hit that 65 level. Then we have to see what the reaction is once you hit that. Okay, natural gas here. Absolutely nothing here. Okay, now we have a series of low and low. And I just think you're working yourself right down to this 50-day here. Okay, so the downside here, 3.84. We're watching this here, this candle right here, 3.82. That's going to be next. And then we come down here at 3.72, and they're going to run right at the 3.70, and then your 21-day at 3.68. Now, if this works itself down here and holds this area, that'd be a good buying opportunity to take the scalp right back up to the 8-day. So we got to see only if it holds. If it starts working its way past this, well, then you're gonna hit this target here at that 100-day and possibly even that retest there at 299. Now, upside, you want to look at today's high, 3.95 level, but realistically, what you're looking for is right there, that 4.09, okay? That is key, okay? 8-day is key. So right now, you're trading between the 8-day, the 50-day, and the 21-day, but this just looks a series of lower lows and lower highs. That's not bullish at all, okay? Now, 52, this is nowhere near oversold. Plenty of room on the way down. The green is looking like the crossover to red. That shows momentum there to the downside, just like we had here. Not a good look, okay? So right now, I think the trade is just, I didn't do anything with natural gas today because it's Friday, and there are just other plays out there. The TQQs was a good play today. NVDA is a good play. Tesla is a good play today on the long side. So there's a lot better stuff here than wasting your time watching paint dry. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here after the old pit close, and trade what's in front of you. Now what you want.